Yes.
John, you guys obviously didn't have Reed.
It wasn't that. They beat us. Well, there are no excuses. We got beat every which way but loose. Our young kids played like freshmen, played like deer in headlights. Big play where they walked and they no call and then gave it to PJ, the second foul, and I couldn't play him in the first half. That was a big play, like a huge play. And I'm not saying the call had anything to do with it, but that play changed how we had to play in the first half without Reed.
Did you think about putting PJ back in the game?
If it would have got any worse, yes. So I was sitting there thinking, like, where are we going with this? I thought Nick played great in the first half and then couldn't get a block, they were shooting layups on him. And I said, okay, I don't know why you would settle. Just, you're in there to go block and go do stuff, and he didn't. But, again, it wasn't just those. I mean, we just, we didn't have it. And they played. They came with a purpose. And it was the first game in a while where we did not play for each other. And it was kind of like every man for himself. Well, then this is what you're going to have. And the team I'm coaching, they absolutely need each other. They got to have each other. And if one guy goes off on his own, today we had 3 and 4 guys go off. But we'll learn and move on.
John, you had called Jordan Bone an attack dog yesterday. How well do you think he
played? Great. Ran downhill on us. We were trying to run the same stuff to get our guy to go downhill. We didn't quite accomplish it the same way, but he also made runners. What was happening is our bigs were getting out of the way too fast. They didn't stay long enough. They didn't trust the people behind them. So when you're playing that kind of basketball, the big's got to stay a little bit, and he's got to trust somebody behind him's going to help him. Well, he just ducked out, and Bone went down, and how many layups did he shoot? Like 5, 6, 7? No, this is one game. This is a knockoff. They haven't lost here in 2 years. I mean, for us to win, without Reed, we were going to have to play one of the best games in the last 10 years. And as soon as I saw how it started and then PJ got in the second foul, then I'm like, okay, how do we make this close? Now, I tell you what I was angry about after. It was a 14-point game, and we had 3 possessions. We had a chance to get that thing to 7-8. There was only one guy thinking we could get this to 7 or 8. Me. That was it. No one else. And I told him, I said, why would you not think that way? Turnovers, PJ, you just threw it. You threw one in the seats. But Rick in Tennessee, they deserve this. This is a great win on national television. All the stuff about there. You know what's amazing? Now they'll say, we're not that good. What? Like when we beat them, they weren't that good. Now they beat us on their court where they haven't lost in 2 years. No, we're not that good. What? This is college basketball, especially when you're playing freshmen and sophomores. You have games like this. These kids are not machines. They're not robots. And sometimes they play bad, and sometimes the other team's more inspired to play, and they beat you.
John, did Tennessee do anything differently on guarding PJ?
Well, when he got the second foul, he didn't play. In the second half, I thought he did some good stuff. They came and trapped a little bit. They left on his bounce. They did some stuff, but we got threes. I mean, look, I watched the tape, Rick watched the tape, and they were having to do something. So they jumped on his right hand and made him go left. He missed some free throws again, but I thought he played good, and I thought he gave it up when he needed to.
I know you're not interested in it as an excuse, but what is the biggest thing you miss when you don't have Reed?
Just the toughness. And his consistency of play is amazing. Like, here's what I'm saying. The way Nick played in this first half, why not the second half? What would lead you not to be that guy? The energy. It's not how basketball skills or all that. It's why not that energy? Why not that ability to go get rebounds and do that? Reed is going to give you what he gives you every minute he's on the floor. So you miss that consistency. And again, I'm happy for Nick, believe me. Nick has played. When we get a half out of him right now till he builds himself into that, I'm happy with it.
What's the biggest difference you saw in just the way Tennessee played now.
They were the aggressor today, and we weren't. Down at our place, we were the aggressor, and they weren't.
Were you surprised by 10 points in the paint today?
For my team, yeah. But there's this kid we don't have that gives you one more post score. So now we had one. So
Cal, how often in your career have you had such a dramatic reversal of fortune?
we don't have the same team, Jerry. I mean, Reed's not here, so you're gonna have a role reversal like that.
Has Reed been able to get on the court at all yet?
What's that?
Has Reed been able to get on the court and practice at all yet?
No practice, but he's doing all the rehab, and he'll start doing stuff Monday, and we'll see about Tuesday.
When you're not the aggressor, how much does that affect your perimeter shooting as well?
Perimeter shooting, we had some guys that were just kind of intimidated by the situation and just couldn't make shots. And then when the score started getting away, then they really couldn't make shots. And that's what young kids do at times. I mean, we were driving through open jump shots to throws. Well, why would you do that? Because I'm not sure I can make this, so I'm just going to drive it into a throw. Well, you got to shoot the ball. Well, I'm not sure I can, and that's where we seem to be this whole game. But like I said, I'm loving my team. This was a great lesson. It's kind of like you get a punch in the mouth, and now, just like Tennessee did by us, we got to go to Mississippi, have a tough game, Florida home. Our last two are tough. This is like time to grow up and bring something to the table and then collectively know we need each other. Like, what is my job for this team? That's what I told them. What you do for us, we're putting you in a position so you look good, not turning it over. You had 5 turnovers. Just throw the ball away. That's not who you are for us. You're the finisher, not the play starter. We got play starters. I need you to finish. And so we got away from all that today. But let me just say this. I don't care. Even if we had played well, they would have beat us the way they played. I mean, they fought and battled, and it's a great win for them. Happy for their team, and I wish we'd have played better because it would have been better for our league. But it is what it is.
Weren't some more guys
Fired up at Tyler at one point or a couple points today on the sideline. What was
Because I'm telling him what to do, and he's choosing not to do it. Like, here's what I asked you to do. Why would you not do it? So, first of all, you say it in a huddle, then you say it nicely, and then you say it, and then you go and see what I did on the 5th time. You then tell them very aggressively that it ain't happening.
John, do you think this hurts your chances of having 1 seed?
No, because other teams have lost, and they've moved up in the poll.
All right, thanks, Rob.